The Bay Area real estate market is crazy. No matter who you are and whether you're in the market to buy or sell a home right now, I'm sure you've heard all the news about how crazy the real estate market is, especially in the Bay Area. In this video, I'm going to discuss everything I'm noticing and explain to you why exactly the market is so crazy. Hey everyone, Spencer Su here, your tech realtor of the Bay Area. This video is meant to touch on the various reasons why the Bay Area real estate market is so hot as we continue through the busy spring season. We'll go over some of the things that I'm doing as a top agent to combat a seller's market for my clients looking to buy a property. We will go over some of the things buyers can do ahead of time to prepare for the home buying process right now in a market that is super competitive. I'm excited to dive into this with you. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about why exactly the market is so strong to begin with. Are people leaving the Bay Area? Are people coming back to the Bay Area? Is there a difference in the markets between the suburbs and the big cities? Is it realistic to buy something? And on the flip side of that question, is it the best time to sell? There's a ton to unpack here, and ultimately all of these questions are factors in creating the current market we're seeing today. I'm seeing that it's competitive for several reasons. We have a lot of people that have made a lot of money over the last few years via stocks and crypto, and many are simply rebalancing their portfolio. Look at your own portfolio. What percent is your company stock relative to your entire net worth? What are stocks and crypto relative to real estate for your finances? Interest rates are also expected to climb multiple times this year, now forecasted to possibly be between 5 to 6% by the end of the year. A few months ago, the previous forecast was 4% by the end of this year, but that ceiling was already broken within 2 months. If you aren't 100% sure that the market will decline significantly, it's still better to buy now to lock in a rate. Think about this. If interest rates increase by another 1%, that's equivalent to a monthly payment of around 10% more. There has also been an ongoing shift in who these home buyers actually are. The millennial generation has long been in position to move themselves out of the rental market and into the market to buy a home and stop having to pay those insane amounts of rents we see all over the Bay Area. Don't be surprised though. Even rent has increased a lot. We see 15% increases across the board across the entire Bay Area. It has never been about money or affordability for these individuals. It's all about mentality and education, which you are all getting. That's what this channel is for. Hey, support this channel by subscribing, hitting the like button, and tell me when you would hope to make a move yourself. Those are just a couple of the general things I'm noticing that are going on that are heavily influencing the current state of the market here in the Bay Area. What hasn't been as sexy is people coming back to the Bay Area. I'm seeing a lot of people moving back to the Bay or moving here for the first time. This is because of a number of things like job opportunities, a significantly better income, and also because, come on, this is the Bay Area. The weather is great year-round, the food is awesome, and the culture here is much more diverse than most areas in the nation. Now, when we start talking about certain specific markets within the Bay Area, like the differences between the suburbs and the big cities, we can see a bit of a difference in them, but the trends are generally the same. The thing about the major cities is that they are home to a lot of office space, so most people don't feel they need to be there or want to be there at the moment. The types of residences are also mostly condos, so it can be much more limited as to the options of housing they offer. This is in contrast to the suburbs where you'll find mostly larger single-family homes with more space. Since these single-family home types are more desirable and aren't being built anymore, the suburbs have become a whole lot more competitive. Now let's get into the meat of this topic. Is it realistic to buy in this market? I, of course, get asked this question all the time, and my answer remains the same. If you plan to be here for at least 2 to 3 years, of course. The bottom line is this. There are more transactions happening so far this year than ever before. It's not about timing the market, but the time in the market. It's about determining what you can comfortably afford and from there, taking advantage of not giving your money to a landlord for rent. The market tends to go up over time, so as long as you aren't flipping a home and trying to be a market timer, a majority of people do phenomenally well. Where I see people making a huge mistake is their expectations. Yes, you came here, you got a great job, or you got a big raise, or your stock has gone up tremendously. Make no mistake, a lot of people are in the same position as yourself. It doesn't mean you don't have options, but it means you have to be realistic. Where can you buy? Just because you really like Cupertino or Palo Alto doesn't mean your budget of $2 million for a single family house will work there. Remember, just because a home is listed at X price, it doesn't reflect the actual market value of that home. The list price is an arbitrary made up number from the listing agent. Think of that as a starting bid price, not what it will end up to be. Understanding and working with myself as a data-driven realtor, you will understand the value of an area based off of the recent sold price, not the list to sell price. Some things that I do to save my clients time is look at the sold comparables in advance. So we are going to be very data-driven here, so you will know exactly my budget is X, I will be willing to focus here because these are my options. And as a seller though, it's obviously phenomenal as well. You can use this as an opportunity to trade up to something larger or even move out of the area altogether. And you can practically cash in for an all-cash offer somewhere in Texas or Florida, where many people have retired to. Trust me, tons of people my age would love to buy your home for top dollar. I hope you found this information useful. The market really has been hot, but when you're able to break it down, it's still very predictable. I'm here to help you answer any questions you may have as you go through your own home buying or selling process. Reach out to me directly or book a time below to book a strategy call. You can call or text me at 408-547-4590 and we can go over a game plan today. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.